Hey Destiny, hey Ashley, how are you all doing today?
Pretty good. I'm okay.
Ashley, you okay?
I'm okay.
All right, you had a good day at school today?
Yeah, it was just a long day.
Okay, all right. So I'm trying to make today fun. My name is Kariba Malik. I'm going to be your occupational therapist today. I know previously you were with my other coworker and you all discussed trying to prepare for a job and get out in the community after school. And I know you all are 11th graders, 17 years old, so you do want to get out there and start preparing for the real world, as people will say. So we're just going to preview some of the things that we all discussed, such as your resume, interviewing, and just preparing for job applications. So today we're going to start off with a warm-up activity because ultimately at the end we are going to do a mock application. We're going to just start off with a job application vocabulary word search. You're going to find a couple of words and then we're going to discuss them, okay? So I'm going to give you a good amount of time to find the words, and you all can work together because I know for me it is kind of difficult, especially with it being so many letters. Just be mindful some of the words are going the opposite direction, diagonally. If you do need help, I will help you. Would y'all like to listen to some music while you do it?
Sure. How long is this going to take?
It's going to be about 20 minutes, but we are going to take frequent breaks because I do understand that it can get a little bit uncomfortable sitting in the same spot. Okay? That's okay with you, Destiny? Yeah. All right, there you go, Ashley. Any specific song y'all want to listen to today?
I don't think you can play the kind of music I want to listen to, so I don't have any preference. I like Lil Uzi.
Little Uzi, I've heard about him. I was thinking maybe we can just do something smooth, some R&B, and instrumental, just to keep you calm and focused, okay?
Yes.
I'll give you all about 2 to 3 minutes to do it, and then we'll discuss, okay?
Okay.
And you all let me know if it's too loud or you want to turn it up just to focus. Doing okay, Destiny?
Yeah, this is hard. Yeah.
Well, I can help.
I'm having a hard time finding.
All right. Let me know let me turn this down so we can focus a little bit more. Which word are you looking for, Ashley?
I'm looking for available.
Available. Okay, let's see. I like to start for first looking at the first letter. Did you find available?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you did find available. Let's help Ashley out. Okay, I see an A right here. An A right here.
It's towards the middle and it's going the right way, if that helps.
Okay, do you see it, Ashley?
I see it. Thank you.
Thanks, Destiny. All right, so I'm gonna give you all probably 30 more seconds. Find one more word so we can go ahead and discuss. All right, ladies. All right, so I'm just gonna give you all a chance. We're gonna go with you first, Destiny. Can you pick one word that you found and give me the definition? And what do you feel like it means? Then we'll have an open discussion. Because these are common words that you'll see on a job application. So I just want to get you all familiar with it so you can know what it means, so you know how to appropriately answer questions.
Available.
Okay, can you tell me what available means in relation to work?
What times you can and can't work, and what days and stuff like that.
Okay, and then give me an example. Let's say the job application says Availability, they're looking for somebody particularly in the evening time. Can you give me an example of the times?
So maybe like from 5 to 10 or something like that.
Okay, something that works around your school schedule, correct?
Mm-hmm.
All right, Ashley?
I found skills.
Okay, and I know we previously talked about skills. Can you give me some examples of skills that you'll probably write down regarding work?
I'm good with working with money.
Okay, so what skill sets do you need to work with money? Do you need, for example, your math, calculation, adding?
Yeah, I'm good at math.
You're good at math?
Mhm.
For example, let's say you're a cashier at the grocery store. You have a customer, they paid for milk, eggs, and they give you a $20. Their total was $15, they give you $20.
To give them $5 back.
Yeah. So that's a good skill set to have, your mathematics skills. Also, you're also dipping into your interpersonal social communication skills. So that's good. Do you feel like that's you?
Yeah, I mean, I kind of like people.
You kind of?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's how I am too. You have your days, but when you're in a work environment, you always want to maintain that, upright, energetic, interpersonal skills. Would you agree with that, Destiny?
Yeah, I agree. It's
Okay.
hard though.
It is, but that's why we also practice, our coping skills that we work with, taking a step back, because I even need a step back when I'm with my coworkers, my peers. Just take 5 minutes, even if it's only a lunch break, go walk around.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so next word, we're gonna do one more on your end and then one more on hers.
Work experiences.
Work experiences, that's a good one. Can you tell me what that means?
I guess if you've done that job before or something similar, that's something that you could say.
Would you think it's only in relation, I know it says work, but do you think it's only in relation to an actual work job or career job, or can you say that you can put volunteer work, being that you're in high school?
Would be good too.
Yes, and that's completely correct, because I know sometimes, even for myself, when I first started, I didn't have any work experience, but I did put what I did in my spare time, volunteering at the church, volunteering at a nursing home, and then people can really get a feel of who you are from that. Okay, Ashley, I am going to pick for you, can you tell me preferences?
So something I would rather do.
All right, so yes, that's correct. So preference as far as, let's say you're applying for a position and they have, like I stated before, let's go back to the grocery store, cashiering, stocking, or even manager job once you get to that point. It's what you like to do, like you said, the skill sets that you have for that particular job, or what you see yourself doing to fulfill your career fulfillment. Would you agree?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, did y'all like that activity?
Yeah, it was okay.
Because it's going to prepare us for the mock application. So this is just some common words that you might see. We're going to take just a quick little minute break just to do some of that deep breathing before we actually attend to the application, because it is a bit lengthy. So I do want to give you all time. So let's just take a 30-second deep breathing all together. We're just going to deep breathe. 1, 2, 3, inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And then exhale. One more time, inhale. And then exhale. All right. You can go ahead and place that worksheet to the side. Yep, that's fine. I'll put it over here. Okay. So for today's activity, as I stated, we're going to fill out a mock application. This is just in preparation for your real application that you are going to be applying to, some of those skill sets that you said that you may have, or the availability and everything, just some of those common words that you'll see so you'll know how to fill it out appropriately, okay? All right, so at the beginning it says company name. We're just gonna make up a name. Ashley, can you give me a name? Just making it up.
I want to work at Foot Locker.
Foot Locker?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You already interested in shoes?
I am.
Or Yeah, me too. I like shoes. What about you, Destiny?
A company name, or do I like shoes?
No, a company name that you'll put on your application.
Target.
Target.
Mm-hmm.
I love Target. Okay. A position applied for. We're all just going to put associate. Does anybody know what associate means?
No.
No? Okay, so at Foot Locker and even Target, you may have sales associate that come in contact with the guest, and they can do almost all the skill sets, like a cashier, or maybe like merchandise and stocking the floor and make sure everything's okay. It even goes into just greeting the customers and just making a welcoming experience while they're on the floor, and the floor meaning just in the store. Okay? So associate is just something common that you might see. Let's start with that first line that says last name, first name, and middle initial. Go ahead and fill that out for me. And we want to make sure that we are writing legibly and print. Destiny, you like writing in cursive?
I do.
All right. I know for some people, cursive isn't as formal.
Mm-hmm.
So next time, or even when you're doing your actual application, we'll write in print, okay?
Okay.
All right, go ahead and fill in that home phone number if you do have one, because I know it's a new day and age. We don't have home phones anymore, is that right?
Yeah.
So we use cell phones?
Yes.
Okay, so we can go ahead and skip that line, or even just put a little dash in between the parentheses.
My cell phone was taken away from me.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Can you tell me why? Share with us, if you don't mind, Destiny, hearing.
I was grounded.
You was
I was
grounded?
talking back to my mom, so she took my phone away.
Yeah, that's something that we have to work on, or we are working on right now, because we want to always respect our older people. Just like if you're in a job, you want to make sure that because you're going to come in contact with your boss, or some people known as your supervisor, your team leader, even at Foot Locker. You might not even see your manager, but you'll have a team leader for the day. So you always want to make sure you show respect, because that can lead into termination, which will be not having a job at all, and you don't want that, correct?
No.
Yeah, so you always want to respect people, always want to maintain that temper and that anger, even if, like we just did, that deep breathing or listening to music. You always just want to take a step back from the situation before you escalate it, okay?
You're right.
All
I just
right.
got mine back, so don't feel bad.
All right, other names used. Can anybody tell me why they'll probably want to know your nickname, or maybe name that they call you in your household or at school, a different name, your middle name. Some people go by their middle name instead of their first name. Can you tell me why that might be? Why they'll want to know that, or do you all think that's not important, they shouldn't know?
To let them know what else you can get called at work.
Okay, what about you, Ashley? You give that same?
I agree.
Or what about if a job wants to do a background check and maybe they don't know you by Destiny or by Ashley, maybe they know you by Ash, and that's what you have in the system. So they want to make sure they clear all grounds with you. All right, so if you want to put another name used, you can, but we can leave that blank for right now.
Okay.
All right, go ahead and fill out, okay, Ashley, you filled out your cell phone. Destiny, go ahead and fill out your cell phone number for me. Perfect. Address, everybody know there's address, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Nobody has a business phone?
No.
All right, I'll put mine down. I have a business phone as a health practitioner. Okay, position applying for, again, we can just put associate. Referred by, so this will be anybody that basically referred you to the job or gave you insight on the job, or it could even be that you Googled, or maybe you heard it through when you were walking by and you asked an associate or asked the cashier or guest person, hey, are you all hiring? Or you just basically just seen a sign that says hiring here. So for right now, just to fill it out and give you an example, we'll say friend.
Okay.
So next line says salary desired. Ashley, can you tell me what salary means?
Like how much you get paid?
Yes. So in Washington, D.C., where we live, they start the salary at $15. But depending on where it's at, you know, or being that you are in high school, they might say, okay, this person's about to graduate, let me start them at $15.25. We can also look on Google and see how much Foot Locker is paying their associates, how much Target is paying their associates to compare, because you don't ever want anybody to try to underpay you because of your age or because you don't have experience and you're just looking for a job, correct? All right, so for the salary desired, saying what I just stated, what do you think is an appropriate amount to start? Be mindful of not having experience, but also the starting salary in Washington, D.C.
I think like you said, $15 an hour sounds good.
I agree.
Yeah, I guess that's okay.
Yes, that's okay, Ashley. Do you feel like you
I mean,
deserve more?
I always want more.
Yes, and that's everybody. But also, once you start working in the job for probably 6 months to a year, then you can do your evaluation period, and then you can consider them. Then you can bring up the point of, may I have like 75 cents more, or 25 cents more, and being that I have shown these skills and been in this job for a minute. So we'll start with 15. All right, have you ever had an interview with this company before? I'm gonna circle no. Ashley, have you ever had an interview with Foot Locker?
No.
All right, if yes, list dates, jobs. We're just gonna put a slash through that because that does not apply. Are you presently employed?
No.
No.
Put a check mark. We're gonna put a slash through yes, correct? Do you have any relatives employed by this company? Sister, brother, mom, cousins
No.
that work at your Foot Locker or Target? Yep, perfect. Are you at least 16 years old?
Yes?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. If under 18, do you have a work permit? You all are 17, so do you have a work permit? Do you know what a work permit is?
Is that something that you have to get from the guidance counselor?
Guidance counselor, or even something to say that you are allowing this individual to work in this particular setting, or saying that, like you said, you might want a job from 5 to 10. Yes, your guidance counselor will give you reasoning or say, yes, this student is capable of working late hours, being that they are in school.
Oh, okay.
So yes,
I didn't know that.
but so we don't have a work permit, right?
No.
So we'll look into getting that, maybe in our next session, bringing your guidance counselor in and talking with them along with your parents to make sure you have that before applying to a job, okay? All right, so this is the availability part, Destiny. Would you be available for shift work? Will just mean your normal Monday through Friday. Let's give an example from 8 to 5, like your parents' jobs might be, or even like a school day, 8 to 2. Will you be available to work those times during the daytime?
No.
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 Not
I'll check yes, because that's my normal working schedule. What about weekends? Saturday and Sunday, that's what considered as a weekend. I know you all don't want to work on the weekends, but because of your school schedule, is that an appropriate yes to say that you can work weekends if you're looking for a job?
I guess so.
Because you don't want to lie on the
I mean,
application, correct? Or give false information.
I would rather hang out with my friends, but I guess I can work on the weekend.
Yeah, you can also probably get a job in the morning time or work from, I know you don't want to wake up on a Saturday at 8 o'clock, but maybe waking up at 9 o'clock and work from 9 to 1. Hang out with your friends from 3 to like 7. So you can get the best, like you said, you like money, you like to go out, and shop, so maybe that can be something that you can consider for working on the weekends. Next line says on call. On call is basically, they have a list. Let's say at a job, I'm the supervisor, I have Destiny on my list, Ashley on my list, and let's make up a name, and Jacob. If this on call list, that's saying if somebody doesn't come into Foot Locker or come into Target for their shift that day, I can call you all and y'all can come in. There shouldn't be any, no, I'm with my friends right now, I can, because you have put on the application that you are available when needed. Okay, so is that something that you all would consider? It's okay if you don't, because everybody doesn't like on call. You know, sometimes, like you said, you're with your friends, or you might be with your family. You might be actually going to a sporting event, and you don't want to get interrupted due to work.
I'm gonna say no.
No.
Okay.
I don't want to be bothered.
All right, so education. Circle your highest grade completed. So we've been through 9th, we've been through 10th, we're currently in 11th. Will we circle 10th or 11th? Ashley, do you agree?
Yeah, because we already completed 10th and we're still in 11th grade.
Yes. All right, now it's asking for your high school. I know it doesn't say name, but commonly it will say name of high school, address, major studies, and degree or diploma if you have one. So just in that little box, try to put your high school name, even if it's just the abbreviation. So I'm gonna put MHS. And you all know the address, correct? Of your high school? I can give it to y'all, I know. It's not something we commonly look at every day.
Can you give it to me? I don't have it.
Okay, so it's gonna be 564 Bellcrest Street, Washington, D.C. Nine zero 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 one. Major studies, I know that can be confusing because you all are just taking the common core courses that's in high school. So you can just list 1 or 2 for me. Just say that you are hitting on those subjects that you feel like pertain to the job. So for me, I'm gonna put math and science. And do we have a degree or diploma just yet?
No.
Okay, we can put our graduation year that year, so we can just put grad May 2022. Okay, the next line says special knowledge, skills, or qualifications that pertain to education. For this category, I just like to put maybe things that you're skilled in school, if you're in like the beta club, or you're probably on student council, so that's showing like your communication skills that you feel that are pertaining to education that will showcase when you're at work. Do you feel like you have any of those skills?
Yeah, like I said, I'm pretty good at math.
Okay, so you can put your mathematics skills, calculation. Destiny, what about you? And even it can go as far as being a team player, being good in group projects. Yeah, you can extend that list. It doesn't have to be specifically to subjects.
Okay. I think I'm a team player. Is good. I like that.
Yes, because team playing or being a team player is very important when you're in a job or applying for a job, because you want to work with your coworkers. And like I said, you want to make sure that you're working and respecting your supervisor and your boss so the company can work correctly, right? All right, so we have our last box, which is employment/volunteer history. That's also what we call work experience. I know we don't have any work experience as of right now, but we can talk about maybe some volunteer experience that you all have done. We can talk about the volunteer experience I know you all took with the school itself and you went out to, I believe it was the zoo for your biology class and just feeding the animals. I know that doesn't pertain to Foot Locker or Target, but it can showcase, you know, you as Destiny or you as Ashley and what you all did in the community, okay? So if you have any personal volunteer experience, you can put that, or you can use the one I just used. So where it says employed from, just put that date that you did. If not, just the month or the year.
Okay.
And the year, sorry. Volunteering, they won't have a starting salary, so we can just skip that. An ending salary. And then below, it says duties and responsibilities. So you just put what you did that day or what you did during that time frame, even if it's listing it, or you can write it in sentence format, just to give the employer an idea. Okay. All right, I'm done too. All right, so let me just review. Okay, perfect. Okay. All right, perfect. So how did this activity make you all feel? Destiny, I'm gonna start with you. How did it make you feel going through this mock application before you actually start your real application?
It's good. It helps me know, what I need to look for and be prepared to fill out for when I get there.
Yeah.
To be my actual one.
And Ashley?
I would agree. It's going to help me fill out the real one, so this was really helpful. I like the word search.
Okay, yes, I enjoyed that word search too. I also feel like the application is targeted towards, following direction. It also will go into the direction you'll have to follow when actually on the job and making sure that you're writing the right information or even doing the right things when you're presented in a job environment. So next session, I plan to actually have you bring in that, maybe the Target application or that Foot Locker application, and we fill it out in entirety with the correct information. And then we'll also get into reference lists and having, people that can vouch on your behalf with that reference list and talk about what you showcase in situations, okay? All right. So that is the end of our session. Do you all have any questions for me? No questions? All right. So I have folders just for you to take with you that you can just put your mock application and this word search in. And maybe if you're in your free time, you can also finish the word search and word search and go back and define these words and understand them before we complete that Foot Locker and Target application next session, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Just for you to have an idea of what they mean. Take that paper, Ashley. All right. How do you feel, Ashley? I know you said you really didn't want to be here earlier, but are you feeling a little better?
Yeah, I think the breathing helped a lot.
Okay.
I like
Yes.
the music.
Yes. So that's just common things that you all can do throughout the day or when you're at work and you're feeling that boredness, like you said, or that I don't really want to be here attitude. You can always take some moments to deep breathe, listen to music. Okay? All right. This has been a great session. I'll see you all next time, okay?
Okay, bye, Miss Weaver.
Bye.